Monday morning migraine, and my God, do we have the worst migraine of all time. I had a guest here. It was supposed to be Justin Schlegel from there.
You still do. You have no idea how good John Minodakis' knees smell. What a nightmare we have before you today as the Ravens absolutely implode in Arrowhead. Ooh. You and I might be the only two people in Baltimore that aren't injured right now.
Oh, my God. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm 42, so I'm injured all the time.
I'm 47. I got a bad back, 2 weak knees, and tiny ladylike hands. I always need help opening jars of pickles.
So we are under a 30-minute time limit today.
Let's.
Justin's got somewhere to be.
I got to pick up a child that I didn't plan on having, but I'm glad that he's here. Still doesn't know his name, and he's still learning to read. We send him to a school that doesn't have grades.
So in the words of your favorite non-drawing champion, what do you want to talk about?
What happened, dude? Okay, couple things first and foremost. The room that we're in right now, the memories are abound, okay? This is a room where you and I first became friends. Monday nights, Torrey Smith, 82, Jimmy's Famous Seafood, Torrey Smith, who, of the nightmare that was this Sunday game, dude, he filled in for Rod Woodson on the call alongside Jerry Sandusky. Murdered. I mean, murdered. He got called up off the bench, crushed it. He's cracking jokes. He's telling stories about the players. He's giving insight on the field. So I love Rod Woodson, but Torrey Smith, whatever he touches turns to gold. Also, 45 minutes before we started this thing, I went downstairs and had one of those new Jimmy espressos, and I can hear my hair growing right now. And I feel like if I think hard enough, I could guess any number between 100 and 500. What is it? 387. He just gave me the thumbs up. Good God, it's strong. Where do you start? The first drive, impeccable. 7 on the board. They're eating up clock.
A lot of that scripted, though.
A lot of that.
Well, Derrick Henry got the ball.
Got the ball, held the ball.
Hell of a concept.
Really weird when you give the greatest running back in the league the ball and he holds on to it tightly like a newborn with a soft head that the plates have yet to touch in the skull. We know about this as fathers. Their heads are soft for the first 3 months. But then what the hell happened on the next 92 possessions?
It's a nightmare, man. Like, the last game I can remember being like that was the game over in London against Jacksonville.
Dude. Yeah, that was bad.
Did the team quit yesterday?
I don't think they quit. I just think that other teams are starting to figure us out. Here's the thing. They know what Lamar's going to do. They always have one dude on the D-line looking, okay, we get it. You look like you're going to hand it off to Derrick Henry. You look like you're going to throw a little slant to Andrews, but keep your eye on 8. He's going to do something. And sure enough, they've got one dude lined up against him. Derrick Henry, what's happened these past 3 games? He's nasty. We can't tackle him one-on-one in open space. Let's peanut punch that ball out. Three fumbles in 4 games. I hate to say it, but I think the effective the equation of the Ravens is slowly starting to be figured out.
Yeah, well, coming into the season, we had questions about the D-line and the O-line. Now you put the injuries on top of that.
On top of it, yeah.
And on top of that, you're playing against elite-level teams that are built inside out.
Yep.
And they're just punching us in the mouth, and they are questioning our manhood, which, as Ravens fans, spoiled Ravens fans, we've never seen before, right? Like, we take so much pride, especially on the defensive side of the ball, in being the Ravens and being from Baltimore and being gritty and blue-collar and not giving up leads.
Yeah.
And this team's just completely lost its identity, which, in your business and my business, trickles down to the fans.
Yeah.
And fans are, I wouldn't say pissed off. I would say it's a level past pissed off. They have apathy. Like,
that's the one thing that'll kill a business. I've had people pissed off at me in my business. People have been pissed off at you at your business, but they continue to talk. They care about you. If they weren't pissed, that means they don't care. That's exactly what you're talking about. That next step down is apathy. You cannot get apathetic. Look at the Jets. Look at the Browns. Even the dog pound still has some level of love for Cleveland. But, like, unless you're a Bills fan or a Giants fan, there ain't no Jets fans that are really deep into the game anymore with the green and the white. If you start getting into territory of apathy, that's when it gets so slippery and it begins to spiral. It's hard to get out of that.
And the way that I look at it is fans just feel that there's, even if the team can win 2 or 3 in a row coming up, based off how they performed against the elite teams, Buffalo, Detroit, Kansas City, why should I get invested again just for them to lose to these teams again in January or February? It feels like there's a ceiling on this team, and that's what's causing the apathy. It's like, all right, I'm reinvested in this team. We signed this guy. We drafted that guy. But same people are in charge.
Yeah.
So I know they're going to piss down their leg when push comes to shove.
Listen, as someone that showered with their dad until he was 14, that doesn't have anything to do with this next point I'm going to make. We just went through this with the Orioles. That's why I think this fan base, you find a Ravens fan, I'm going to show you an Orioles fan. Give me an Orioles fan, I'm going to show you a Ravens fan. We just got done having a team that was the team of destiny in January, February. I was in Sarasota for spring training. It's not a fact of whether or not the Orioles are going to make it to the postseason. Are they going to finally start winning games? Mm-hmm. And then that season happened. Everybody's getting injured. Starters are getting injured. Hyde gets let go. The season ends the way the season ends. But hey, at least the Ravens are here. And then, oh my God, the same script gets dropped on the table. 4 games in, 1-3, losing fourth quarter leads, barely beating teams that they should actually beat. The Chiefs, who've not had the hottest season, they come and trounce us. The Lions look like absolute world beaters. And now the whole team's injured. We're like, wait a minute, we just saw this with the Orioles. We can't go through this again. I think the Ravens are paying for the sins of the Orioles a little bit in this market because we can't do this twice in a year.
And I think the lesson to learn from both teams is when you can go all in, you have to go all in, because the Orioles team 2 years ago, in my opinion, they were too young to even feel pressure. They were playing so loose. So if you could have added some pieces at the trade deadline, in my opinion, they go on to win the World Series. The Ravens team, the past 2 seasons, missing a piece here, missing a piece there. They don't want to give up a third-round pick or a second-round pick or whatever the case may be to add that piece. Did not go all in. And now here we are, banged up, because we've had a relative great amount of health the past 2 seasons. And we're 1-3. It's not even October yet, and fans are starting to check out. It's very scary because you got stuff to do with the Ravens, Purple Pep rallies.
You got stuff to do with the tailgoat.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the reasons people are going to games now. The tailgoat has become such an anchor of a Ravens game day. We're over at the Game Day Firehouse. Those guys are awesome. But people go, let's hit up the Game Day Firehouse and let's go to whatever monster concert is out there. I mean, if I'm like the Ravens and I'm anybody in their peer, I'm thanking my lucky stars that Jimmy's is out there with that every time. Because, I mean, at the very least, if the game ends up being a disaster, we had that leading into it to at least send them into the game in a good mood.
We got a big one this week, but, you know, I'm already starting to worry about the mood. Because it's not, I talked about this with Rob last week, it's not about the money. It's about the vibes and the memories. So, you know, you can have a packed house and sell the thing out, but if everybody's kind of like, oh, man, do I got to go watch Cooper Rush today? They're not going to take it up a notch on the energy, and it kind of brings the mood down.
God, and speaking of the vibe, man, listen, I get it. The camera crew for the television networks, they got to cut to who they got to cut to. And, I mean, they were zooming in on Harbaugh, and you just saw the light die behind a man's eyes. Then Cooper Rush, going forward on 4th, throw the ball into coverage. I don't care if there's 3-on-1. Don't chuck it out of bounds. They immediately cut over to him. He looks like he just got turned down for a driver's license for the 5th time or lost his kids in court. The look they had on his face, you know there's some producer being like, oh, he just dicked this up. Zoom in on Cooper. There was nothing about that game that made me go, okay, this is the new Snoop. This is the new Tyrod. Ravens have been pretty lucky over the generations of having, you know, we had number 2 with Tyrod. We had Snoop, which is sort of like, you know, Mom, can we stop and get Lamar? No, we've got Lamar at home.
Yeah.
Cooper, he ain't it, man.
Yeah, so if Lamar's got to miss a game or 2, I mean, I'm calling up Snoop this week in the practice squad.
Get in here. I'm begging you. Get the hell in here. We'll borrow Shadur from the Browns. I don't give a damn. Just hand it off to Derek. Small, chunk plays. 5 to Isaiah Likely, 6 to Andrews. I don't know what you're going to do with the long ball with Bateman and Zay. I don't trust him to throw accurate.
I mean, they're not even on the field. You know, Bateman's targets were limited yesterday. I don't think I saw Tez Walker the entire game. But Justice Hill and Powell Wallace getting their snaps. It's, you know, fans are pissed. I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's just a weird stat that we have the most points scored in the NFL. We have the most points. And we have the dead last defense in the NFL. I mean, how often has it been that the team that's scoring the most also is protecting the ball the least on the other side of it? I mean, in most stats right now, 32nd, 31st, 27th, most points allowed per game, most passing yards allowed per game, most rushing yards allowed per game. This is an area you're as Baltimore as a crab cake. And you've known that in the original days of the Ravens, that early 96, 97 up to Super Bowl 35, it was all defense. I mean, we were born and bred on defense.
Well, the original teams of Michael Jackson and Vinny Testaverde, they were high scoring, and then we really established our identity, right?
Yes, we were just this murderous defense.
Goose and Burnett, Sam
God.
Adams, guys like that.
Oppositions tried to just survive the game. It wasn't whether or not you're going to beat the Ravens. Can our quarterback
And then it gets
walk
passed
out?
down from generation to generation, even with all the rule changes to the NFL, where you can't hold them past 5 yards, you can barely touch the quarterback. We still took pride in our defense, man. And to watch these leads get blown for whatever reason, whether it's the head coach, the defensive coordinator, the personnel, the lack of turnovers, you can go on and on. It's an insult to everybody that came before you, in my opinion. And that's of all the things I'm pissed off about this morning, that's the thing I'm pissed off the most. Like, where is our pride? Like, we are the Ravens. We are Baltimore. We play defense. Like, even if you beat us, you're waking up sore tomorrow.
Bad.
No gang tackling yesterday, no turnovers, no trash talk. Like, stick your chest out. Like, you play for that helmet. It's just, I don't know, man. Like,
no, it was hurt. It sucked to watch because I came up as a Ravens fan when I first moved away from home, and I got to fall in love with this brand new team that basically Stover was the offense. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Who cared that other, quarterback was not going to remember where he grew up as a kid. He was going to get hit so hard. And then, oh my God, we now have a quarterback in Joe Flacco. This guy's amazing, January Joe. And the next guy, he passes it off to Lamar, back-to-back killer quarterbacks. So this generation is spoiled with a really kick-ass offense, but there's still the memories of that devastating defense and some pretty good special teams. Shout out to the Wolfpack. And now to have the defense fall off of all things.
Yeah.
The offense has always been the question during Joe, somewhat in the transition to Lamar. But the defense has never been a question, and now it is. When you have that many people starting the game that you're like, I'm sorry, who's that? Who's the one guy? The one really cool story, the Nigerian fella, is Okoye, who 3 years ago didn't play football. That he got a sack in preseason. I think he was with the Chargers or was the Rams? Chargers?
Last year, yeah.
Yeah, he gets a sack in preseason, and his teammates are congratulating him, going, man, great job on that sack. That sack's going to look good on your game tape. Who knows? Maybe it's time for a deal. That sack's going to look good, and he's got to pull someone and go, I'm sorry, what's a sack? What is that? Is that like a bag that you carry home from the market with fresh vegetables? Like, no, you murdered the quarterback. That's what you are hired to do. He learned about sacks after he'd done one in the NFL. A cool story, a great story, heartwarming story that you heard about in the pregame with Jerry and then Torrey. And then the game started.
Yeah, man.
And that story doesn't go anywhere. And you're like, all right, it's heartwarming, but they're just running it down our throats. And you know this, man, you have a successful empire, but you're about as blue-collar as they come. You open this place in the morning, you shut it down at night. All right. I've seen you wear the same shirt 2 days in a row. I'm sorry. He smells lovely. But this guy's got other things to do than walk the Parisian runway. One day he will wear Vera Wang's finest. But today he's got business to take care of, wrestlers and NFL players to feed. It's difficult to go to a game this day. It's expensive.
Yeah, man.
It's expensive to get people in a car, to get parking, to get in. And this is all NFL stadiums. It's not a Ravens thing. It's just an NFL thing. We're dealing with it in wrestling as wrestling fans. I don't think you and I are going to do a road trip to Riyadh. So to be able to go down there and go, is this game going to be worth watching?
Yeah, man.
Our brother Scott, he's in Kansas City for this thing. He was checking in like, this
my
game
brother's
sucked.
out there too. So maybe they should both stay out there.
They should just stay. Just hang out. Get a one-bedroom apartment. Maybe a nice studio. Make Scott Big Spoon. He makes one hell of a JanSport backpack.
Yeah, but you're right. The prices are going through the roof.
Yeah.
And that's a major part. We're actually keeping the GA tickets from most of the tailgates this year at $69.
My man.
$69. Very nice. But, and a big factor is we see on social media people are complaining about the price of going to an NFL game, the price of everything. And you touched on it just now. What is going on with these wrestling prices, dude?
Okay. This is one of the reasons I want to do this with you today. The wrestling prices
We are
have gotten
transitioning
insane.
from football into wrestling
Just
now.
for a little bit. I swear to God, the Monday Migraine, we're going to continue with NFL and the Sport of Kings. But right now, if I'm here with my brother John, I got to talk wrestling. The prices for events are absolutely insane. People are sharing the meme of the woman looking at the bank account and saying, oh my God, $25,000 is missing. Is this what I think it is? Engagement ring emoji. And then he puts in a screen grab of his WrestleMania tickets.
Yeah, man.
Horrendously expensive. And listen, it sucks right now. The storylines are boring. I don't care. It's, apathy. Apathy.
I don't even call it WWE anymore. I call it TKO.
It's TKO. It's TKO wrestling.
Man.
I don't care about the celebs. The matches are okay. The PLEs are dull. The
ads are insane.
Ads are horrendous.
God.
Infomercials with Ron fucking Popeil didn't last as long as the ads in between matches these days. And then on September 12th, you announce WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia, a day removed from 9/11. You announce WrestleMania, one of the most American of institutions.
The most. There's nothing more American than WrestleMania. Nothing.
Kid Rock wearing an American flag bikini, firing a handgun in the air because he's pissed about a Bud Light salesman, isn't as American as WrestleMania. And the day afterwards, you got Triple H and a bunch of shattered wrestlers behind him.
Yeah,
Not
man.
a smile to be found other than Liv Morgan, who I think somebody slipped a little Adderall to. She was grinning like her butthole was being tickled with a fruit roll-up, is standing there next to His Excellency. This guy's 5'6". This guy has a wing of a prison named after him that he puts political and media dissidents in before lowering them into acid, I've heard. And you're sitting there kissing this guy's ass like he's going to win the Connors Cure Warrior Award. No one's going to Mania.
Man.
It's insanity. It's like on a principle
It's
level.
apathy, though.
It's apathy.
Like, what's crazy, man? Like, we've watched the online banter since AEW started.
A lot.
And a lot of times AEW was
They're very online.
criticized justifiably.
Yeah.
But now, more than ever, in my opinion, and I'm sure you'd agree with this,
Okay.
wrestling fans need AEW to excel.
Brother, I'm with you. I sent a text message to a mutual friend of ours that's from around here, and maybe he was a judge at one point, saying during the announcement of the WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia, I said, you and Tony Khan have the opportunity to do the funniest goddamn thing in the world when they do that in 2027, which the suggestion was you host your own version of a big, large, Forbidden Door style wrestling event, and you donate every red cent to 9/11 foundations, to the New York Fire Department, New York Police Department. Just any dime you make, give to anybody with anything 9/11 charity-oriented while they're over there just swimming in an above-ground pool of blood money. Now, here's also my worry, too. You know this. When there's a big PLE, pay-per-view, a SummerSlam, a Royal Rumble, and you can't go to it, you go to Jimmy's. You watch it here, you eat, you drink, you're around 100 friends. When people were watching it up in Philadelphia, you're doing bus trips. We're all piling into the Jimmy's motorcade, and we're going up to the link to watch it. There's a lot of stuff around it. It's like a Super Bowl, where there's miniature shows. There's MCW shows, CZW shows, TNA, pick your MLWs of the world. Now that this thing's going overseas, there's nowhere for that stuff to be.
So all those guys lose out on all that
They
money.
lose out all that income. Some of these small organizations make a huge nut for the year in that WrestleMania week that they sort of barnacle onto. And my worry is that this coming year is going to be in Vegas. It's its second time in Vegas back-to-back because Vegas...
Which is weird to me.
That's also weird.
My thought when WrestleMania goes to Vegas, it goes to, like, the bartenders and the hospitality people there. They're probably like, these... I mean, we're wrestling fans, so we can make fun of each other.
We get it.
They're probably like, oh, my God, here they come again.
These neckbeards are drinking Sprites.
Yeah.
Not a one of them. Not a one of these guys. And trust me, I smell the UTI coming before it gets in the bar. All they're doing is drinking water and asking for free chips. They're not spending anything. We spent some times around our brothers and sisters in wrestling, and we don't have two wooden nickels to rub together in some instances. You get to the event, and you pray for the free meet and greet. Vegas is too expensive, and they bid... Have you heard the number?
$7 million, I think I saw.
That was for Vegas. Did you hear the rumored number, rumor and innuendo, shout out Conrad Thompson, what the Saudis bid for Mania in 27?
No.
The number being floated
I don't even
around.
want to know.
It's disgusting.
25?
$250 million.
Man.
That is the rumored number. You know what? Let's cut it in half. Let's say it's $125 million. I'll even meet you at 100. what American city is going to be able to get it in 2028? What if the Saudis are just like, we just want it here?
That was fun. Let's do it again.
Let's do it again. And you know why I bring that up? Are you a video gamer at any level?
No, man.
Do you know Madden? You familiar with Madden?
Course.
Do you know who owns
I know who John Madden was.
You know who John Madden was.
I saw him in my dreams the other night. He lied to me, but anyways.
I'm sorry, okay? It's because he took some generic melatonin and was having a freak out. Don't buy the Rite Aid brand. Do you know who owns Madden now? As of 10 a.m. today?
Who?
Saudi Arabia.
Jeez, man.
Just bought Electronic Arts for $55 billion.
So we'll be seeing the Riyadh season
You're
ads.
going to see Riyadh season ads for Madden. They're buying up everything. They're buying it all. So what's to say that, you know what? We're just going to do WrestleMania here every year. And to tie it back to the Monday Migraine, what's to say we're not going to start seeing AFC, NFC games over there, a conference championship?
Yeah.
I mean, money talks, principles get thrown out the window.
Yeah.
And
Sad, man.
It guts me, dude. These
It's
American
sad,
institutions
I'm with you, man.
with a country that financed one of the greatest attacks against us since goddamn Pearl Harbor, and now you're just sending all of our institutions over there? It's just, I don't know. It makes a brother want to pull his hair out. So to your point, yes, and AEW is integral.
It is, man. And I always tell people that argue about politics, if you think Democrats and Republicans are tribalistic, you should see WWE versus AEW.
Get out of here.
It's crazy. It's out of control.
The red and the blue have nothing compared to WWE, AEW, Cena, Omega, The Bucks, Judgment Day. No, jump online. Anybody arguing about the three branches of government has never had feudal wars of what would have been like if Hogan actually did take on Stone Cold. They don't come close.
Crazy, man. Hey, speaking of wrestling and events and all that great stuff, we have some awesome wrestling events that we're working on together.
Hell yeah.
But first, this Friday.
Where's
everybody
mystery,
coming?
Buddy.
Murder Mystery.
Jimmy's Famous Seafood, Die Laughing Productions, The Answer is Murder 3. This guy does some of the best bar trivia you're going to find in the nation. Couple that with a murder mystery. Spoiler alert, someone in the middle of a trivia night dies. So not only are you answering trivia questions, you have to solve who the murderer is. That's this Friday. Every time we've done one of these things, the crowd has doubled. They're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Please come to this thing. It's an all-new script. We're rehearsing it tonight. We got a real big rug pull on who the murderer is. You will not see it coming. And this room, it's big, it's beautiful, the audio's great, so come to this. And we're going to be doing something in October, too, towards Halloween.
Yeah, so we have two events coming up in the same week for wrestling fans. See, WWE might be pricing out the average family, but Justin and John got you covered, man.
He's got you taken care of. He respects your money. He respects your time. He respects your interest in the classics. October 21st, Raven, the leader of the flock. We're going to do something.
A healthy Raven.
A healthy, hearty, willing to tell stories that the people in the stories might not be happy he's telling these stories. He's got some ECW locker room stories that have made me place my hand to my chest to clutch invisible pearls. Holy shit. Bit of a painkiller problem in the locker room. Bit of a painkiller problem. You should hear what certain stars did when they didn't have money to pay for them. It involved their butts. And then on October 24th, one of the greatest tag teams of all time.
Yeah, man.
The Dudleys.
Tables, ladders, and crabs.
God, I got mad.
Somebody's got to go through a table at that event, right?
I do yoga.
It's got to happen.
Someone has to go through a table. Please gig the hell out of it ahead of time. And Bubba Bully will put someone directly into the cement. Devon rules. Bully rules. I mean, he's been great on Busted Open Radio. They worship this place. We're going to be here with 98 Rock from 9 to 11. That's on October 24th.
Not announced yet, but whatever.
Who cares?
98 Rock, Jimmy's Halloween party with a Stranger Things theme.
Hell yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, shit, yes. Oh, I dibs on 11. Yeah, okay. I'll shave my head, demand pancakes, and get a nosebleed, but that's because I'm on way too much TRT. I get angry for no reason.
Fitch, how much time we got left before he has to go pick up his kid?
We got 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Speaking of kids, 3 daughters now. I got to ask you about it every single time. You had your first beautiful baby, and then you had it under wraps, close to the vest. We did an event, I can't remember when it was, but you pulled me off into that corner over there, and I thought I was going to get bad news. I got the best news, but the look in your eyes were like, hey, I'm under federal indictment for a RICO charge. And you go, there's something I got to tell you, dude. I'm like, what's going on? You're like, I'm having twins.
Yeah, man.
We collapse into each other's arms.
It's insane.
I go, you're going to be fine. How's it been? Outnumbered at home by the way.
As crazy as I thought it would be, it's even crazier. Man. I told Pernell yesterday, man, it was like I stayed home until Maria's nap yesterday. So just watching her with Maria, and then one baby wakes up, and then the other one goes to sleep. I'm like, I just want to tell you, you're doing a great job.
You're killing it.
Because I was trying to watch a Steelers game.
Yeah.
Maria was running around the house. I was trying to catch up on my text. The one baby was crying. It is insane. She's there today all by herself. I feel terrible. I'm like, I got to go. 1 o'clock with Justin. She said, you couldn't do it later?
No, we got to do it now. He's got to pick up his kid that he had 10 years ago. Now, have you known twins? Have you ever known twins in your life?
I know a few twins.
A few twins?
Yeah, I never thought about it from the parenting side of you, right?
Yeah.
Until Will Demps had his twins, and I always wanted twins.
Oh,
and
really?
Seeing him go through it, I was like, oh, man, I could never do that. And then we found out we were having twins. I was like, man, this is, to go from 1 to 3, it's been rough, bro.
Well, it's interesting.
We're gonna party in Miami.
Oh, dude, we're going to party hard in Miami. We're going to be on a yacht with certain people. You're going to see some photos that immediately I'm going to delete afterwards. I'm like, oh, you can see my balls. Delete. Have they started doing anything twinish yet?
They kind of like smile at each other. They're on the same wavelength. It's pretty wild to watch.
I hear the energy between two twins. I've known a few sets of twins in my life, but there was this one set of the Jones brothers growing up that were identical. And I mean identical. Outside of a mole here and there, they would switch classes all the time. They would finish each other's sentences. They'd talk over each other. Like, I'd almost predict what they were going to say. I mean, there was almost like a genuine, some sort of weird Stranger Things, upside downish little bit of a connection to each other. It's like, it was unsettling.
So they're not identical, so they can't pull the switcheroo on us.
They can't.
No Usos.
Damn. Yeah. Okay, yeah, exactly. No Bella twins. Not one sliding out of the ring, one sliding out of the other. Damn. Well, they're gorgeous. The family's amazing. Your wife just deserves to be put in the Hall of Fame.
Man. Crazy, man.
Penelope. One of the coolest pronunciations for a name ever. I wish I could say my name like with a Greek pronunciation. Like, Justine. Instead of Justin. Sound like a local, like, I don't know, guidance counselor for middle school kids who grew up without legs. This is Justin. He's going to teach you to dance. Hop on in here, Stumpy. Today we're going to learn a tap routine.
So we need a prediction for the rest of the season before you get on out of here. Got to go back to football.
Wild card.
How many more migraines do we get? Yeah, Steelers look legit, man.
Steelers look for real. Who would have thought that with Aaron Rodgers, that old warhorse, somehow figuring out. Not a great game this past weekend, but still. No, I'm thinking Flacco. Never mind. Aaron Rodgers had a fine game. The fact that the old guard is still in there. Yeah. Flacco's still playing. Rodgers still playing.
Well, you can't touch them.
No, you can't. I'm thinking by the end of the season, I mean, I'm hoping, praying for a 10-7 season.
Yeah, same.
I need them to get healthy in the bye. I was bummed out by an early bye announcement when the schedule was announced.
Yeah,
now I couldn't be happier that we have an early bye. Give these guys a chance to get their legs back under him. Kyle Van Noy especially. I'm thinking we're going to beat Houston, and I'm hoping we upset the Rams. Because the Rams is going to be the one. They're 3-1 right now, and the schedule's not bad after the bye. You got Jets, you got Dolphins. There's not a lot of Bears who somehow pulled it off. I think we're still looking at a playoff team that has to figure out what to do with the pieces that they have. I'm going to say end of season, we're looking at a pretty capable Pittsburgh Steelers team, a not embarrassing Cincinnati team. I don't think they get Burrow back until the ass end of the season, and who knows what Flacco's going to do in Cleveland. Yeah. I'll say 10-7. Ravens make the cut in the wild card.
All right, well, I hope you're right, but
I
it's
need
not
them to
looking
be.
good right now, man.
My wallet needs them to be. I can't stress this enough. I will defensively coordinate. Rush the passer. That's all I got. That's the only play I have.
All right, y'all. Well, thanks to Justin for being here, obviously. Thanks for tuning in. Bro, love you, big dog.
You're the best, man. You're the best. All right?
Thanks to the guys behind the scenes making it happen.
Thank you all very much. Not a one of them has a stitch of
Hopefully
clothing
next
on.
Monday it's much happier, but I cannot promise.